we're going to review two paleontology videos with my friend here, namely Ink. I recommend looking at his channel. He makes good paleo parodies used for entertainment purposes. Note that this video is made for educational purposes only. So yeah, and please do not send any hate to these content creators whatsoever. Without further ado, let's go.
Throughout Earth's history, there have been many terrifying creatures whose existence would have made the world a much scarier place if they still roamed today. Here are 15 of the scariest extinct animals, each with unique and fearsome traits that made them formidable predators and creatures in their time. Megalodon.
Already we're starting off with a great animal, the megalodon.
Megalodon, the colossal prehistoric shark, lived approximately 23 to 3.6 million years ago during the Cenozoic era. Measuring up to 60 feet in length, this giant predator
18 meters is acceptable, I guess. I mean, that's the average estimate,
had a bite force estimated at 40,000 pounds.
which equates to 18 tons.
Strong enough to crush the bones of its prey, which included whales and other large marine animals. Fossils of Megalodon's teeth, which could reach over 7 inches long,
Always. Oh wait, I forgot. He pronounced megalodon.
have been found worldwide, indicating its vast range across ancient oceans. Its size and strength made it one of the most fearsome marine predators in history. Spinosaurus.
We have Spinosaurus and there's a megalodon in the picture.
Spinosaurus was a massive carnivorous dinosaur that lived around 112 to 93 million years ago during
Spinosaurus didn't live that long,
the Cretaceous period. It could grow up to 59 feet,
which is over exaggerated and utterly ridiculous. 59 feet would equate to like 18 meters or 20 meters and 20 tons, which is utterly and completely ridiculous. Spinosaurus was 14.3 meters long and had a mass of 7.6 tons. 7,600 kilograms.
long and weighed over 20 tons. Known for its distinctive sail-like structure on its back, Spinosaurus had a long crocodile-like snout filled with conical teeth, perfect for catching fish and small dinosaurs.
Small prey.
Recent evidence suggests it was both a terrestrial and aquatic predator, making it a versatile and dangerous hunter. Gorgonops.
Gorgonops above Spinosaurus. Isn't this just crazy? And they're showing Scutosaurus.
Gorgonops was a predatory therapsid that lived during the late Permian period, around 260 million years ago.
Can we rewind that for a second?
That lived during the late Permian period. Predatory therapsid. Gorgonops was a predatory therapsid.
Therapsid. Therapsid. How can you misspell therapsid?
that lived during the late Permian period, around 260 million years ago. These fearsome creatures
And this looks like a Titanosuchid or what Biarmasukin.
had robust bodies, large saber-like teeth, and wolf-like appearances. Gorgonopsids were apex predators, using their powerful jaws to hunt large herbivores like Dicynodonts. They could grow up to 10 feet long, and their powerful...
And this is a eye. What is this supposed to be? This looks like the quote-unquote Fossilosuchus from 65.
bite could deliver fatal wounds to their prey, making them the
Even my friend here, Ink, is exactly right.
top predators of their time. Dinosuchus, an enormous
Excuse me, did you just say Dinosuchus and pull in an image of a tyrannosaur?
prehistoric crocodile, lived around 8
Prehistoric crocodile? It's a crocodilian, but it's not a crocodile. It's an alligatoid.
82 to 73 million years ago during
Stop. This is Dynamo Terror, I think.
the late Cretaceous period, measuring up to 40 feet in length and weighing up to 8.5 tons.
Dinosuchus wasn't that large. I mean, it depends on whether you're talking about Dinosuchus riograndensis or Dinosuchus. I forgot what the other species is. Hold on. Let me refresh my memory. Rugosis. And there's also Schwimmery.
Dinosuchus had a bite force capable of
Wait.
8.5 tons.
It's still talking about Dinosuchus and you're still showing Tyrannosaurids.
Dinosuchus had a bite force capable of crushing bone.
Oh, there we go. Now you're showing what seems to be Dinosuchus.
Fossil evidence suggests it preyed on dinosaurs and large fish, using its immense size and power to dominate its...
Hold up.
Preyed on dinosaurs and large fish.
That is not a Dinosuchus. Judging by the snout.
Using its immense size and power to dominate...
And that is a Stomatosuchus. Or Langanosuchus, I don't know. But it's a pancake croc. That wasn't even a real crocodilian. True crocodilian.
Its environment.
Sorry.
Its skull alone could measure over 6 feet, and its teeth were thick and robust, ideal for taking down large prey.
This looks to be a Sarcosuchus, I think. Let me check the captions real quick. Dinosuchus. In the chapters. Dinosuchus.
Its teeth were thick and robust, ideal for taking down large prey. Tyrannosaurus rex. Tyrannosaurus rex or
Tyrannosaurus rex, and you're showing Giraffotidans. Sauropause equals T-Rex. My boy in here is just messing with us, community.
or T-Rex, lived around 68 to 66 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. This
I think oh wait, he's talking about T-Rex, not Tyrannosaurus as a whole genus.
iconic dinosaur could grow up to 40 feet long and weigh up to 9 tons.
40 feet long is a bit ridiculous, I think. Wasn't T-Rex like 38? 40, yeah.
T-Rex had
Wait, no. T-Rex was around 13, just pure 13 meters, I think.
a massive skull with sharp, serrated teeth up to 12 inches long. Its
Of course, you're showing Jurassic World evolution.
powerful bite
Two.
force, estimated at over 12,000
And now you're showing Prehistoric Planet. Applause to this man.
pounds, allowed it to crush bones and tear through flesh with ease. As a top predator, T-Rex hunted large herbivores like Triceratops, using its keen
The juvenile Tyrannosaurus hunted the Oviraptorosaurs and the Ornithomimosaurus, whilst the adult T-Rex hunted. It had to fight Triceratops and Ankylosaurus and Montosaurus for food. Yeah, they had a hard time fighting those herbivores at Montosaurus.
keen sense of smell and powerful legs to track and ambush prey. Smilodon, saber-toothed cat.
At least they're stating saber-toothed cat, not saber-toothed tiger, because Smilodon is not a feline or a panther. It's a Machairodontine.
Smilodon, commonly known as the saber-toothed cat, lived during the Pleistocene epoch around 2.5 million to 10,000 years ago. It had
10,000 years ago yeah, that's kind of acceptable, I guess.
long curved canine teeth that could grow up to 7 inches long.
And this is AI. Wait, when was this video made? Ah, crap, I can't tell. Yeah, this is AI.
Which were used to deliver deadly bites to the throats of large prey.
This is also AI. It just looks like a tiger with a cat's tail with ridiculously long saber teeth. Smilodon's teeth weren't that long.
Like bison and mammoths. Smilodon had a robust, muscular build and power.
Smilodon would probably hunt younger proboscideans and, yeah, as you stated, bison, but wouldn't try to face the terror birds.
Powerful forelimbs, allowing it to grapple with and subdue large animals. Its formidable hunting capabilities made it one of the most fearsome predators of its time. Titanoboa. Titanoboa was an enormous snake that lived around.
And then they said Titanoboa.
Titanoboa. Titanoboa was an enormous.
Titanoboa. Oh crap! I lost connection. What? on the host again. This is problematic.
Titanoboa.
There.
Titanoboa was an enormous snake that lived around 60 million years ago in what is now South America. Reaching lengths of up to 42 feet and weighing over a ton, Titanoboa was the largest snake ever discovered.
Largest snake ever discovered. I mean, I guess this was made before Vesuvio was discovered. But if this was made after the Vesuvio's discovery, I'd mildly accept.
Thrived in the warm, humid climate of prehistoric rainforests and likely preyed on large animals, including crocodiles and turtles.
It preyed on crocodilians and turtles, and it ate fish too.
Titanoboa's sheer size and strength allowed it to constrict and overpower its prey, making it a dominant.
It was likely too large to constrict its prey. And this is AI.
Predator in its environment. Megalania.
Megalania.
Megalania was a giant monitor lizard that lived in Australia during the Pleistocene epoch, around 2 million to 40,000 years ago. Growing up to 23 feet long and weighing over a ton,
Megalania wasn't that large.
Megalania was one of the largest terrestrial lizards ever. It had powerful limbs, sharp claws, and a strong bite, allowing it to hunt large mammals and birds. Fossil evidence suggests Megalania may have been venomous, adding to its fearsome reputation as a top predator in prehistoric Australia.
When we are comparing it with the Komodo dragon,
Sarcosuchus. Sarcosuchus.
Oh god, it's the time-traveling Sarcosuchus from Planet Dinosaur.
Also known as Super Croc.
Stop using Super Croc.
Was a massive prehistoric crocodile that lived around.
What is this? He has 4 eyes. This AI artist. Oh my god, this is cursed. This is cursed.
Around 112 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. It could grow up to 40 feet long and weigh up to 8 tons. Sarcosuchus.
I don't think Sarcosuchus was that long. Sarcosuchus was like 10 meters.
Had a long, narrow snout filled with sharp teeth, ideal for catching fish and other prey. Its size and strength made it capable of taking down dinosaurs that ventured too close to the water's edge, establishing its dominance in its ancient habitat. Quetzalcoatlus.
Quetzalcoatlus. This is just reminding me of the Origin Kano Quetzal Lotso Pretzels USA. Let me check the chapters real quick. We have Sarcosuchus, which is Sarcochus. Quetzaltosaurus, and we have Sarcochus. Sarcoca-cola.
Quetzalcoatlus was one of the largest pterosaurs, or flying reptiles, that lived around 70 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. With
Quetzalcoatlus, I think Quetzalcoatlus lived 68 to 66 million years ago.
the wingspan of up to 36 feet and a height comparable to a giraffe.
Quetzalcoatlus' wingspan was 10 meters.
When on the ground, Quetzalcoatlus was a formidable presence in the skies. It likely preyed on small animals and fish, using its long...
Small animals and fish. I guess that's acceptable. Quetzalcoatlus hunted juvenile dinosaurs.
long beak to snatch prey while flying or from the ground.
Jurassic World Dominion doesn't have a good design of Quetzalcoatlus.
Its size and flight capabilities made it a dominant aerial predator.
Have you forgotten about Aramborgiana, Cryodracon, and Hetzegopteryx?
Dunkleosteus.
Dunkleosteus. The chapter reads Dunkleosteus. Dunkleosteus.
Dunkleosteus was a giant armored fish that lived around 358 to 382 million years ago.
I don't think Dunkleosteus lived that long. I feel like the YouTube chapters, I think it's joke.
During the late Devonian period. Growing up to 33 feet long, Dunkleosteus had powerful jaws capable of slicing through armor and bone. Its skull was covered in thick bony plates, providing protection in battles with other large marine predators. Dunkleosteus's formidable bite and armored body made it one of the most fearsome fish to ever swim in ancient oceans.
Have you forgot about stuff like the Megalodon and the Leadsichthys?
Pliosaurus was a giant marine reptile that lived during the late Jurassic period.
What is this? Billion whale mosasaur looking pliosaur.
About 150 million years ago. Measuring up to 40 feet in length, Pliosaurus had a robust body and
Pliosaurus didn't live 150 million years ago. At least I don't think so. He's just talking about Pliosaurus. I think he's talking about Pliosaurus funki.
powerful jaws lined with sharp teeth, making it a top predator in its...
This is also AI art, and I can see that the Pliosaurus here has a tail fluke, like mosasaurs, and spikes, which is not acceptable.
marine environment. It preyed on fish, other marine reptiles,
and this is another AI art. You gotta be kidding me. Just show a documentary with Pliosaurus in it. I won't judge.
and even large cephalopods. Helicoprion. Helicoprion was a prehistoric shark that lived around...
Prehistoric shark. Helicoprion was closely related to the ratfish.
290 million years ago during the Permian period. It is best known for its unique spiral-toothed jaw, known as a tooth whorl. This feature likely allowed it to slice through the soft bodies of its prey. The exact function of the tooth whorl is still a topic of scientific debate, but it has been suggested that it could have been used for sawing or grasping prey.
More likely cutting its soft body prey, like cutting squid. Like it just opens its jaw, and then when it passes by the squid, it just closes its jaw and cuts it.
Helicoprion's distinctive dental structure and predatory habits made it a fearsome marine predator. Arthroplura.
Arthropolar above Helicoprion. Okay.
Arthroplura was a giant millipede-like arthropod that lived during the
Hey, at least you admitted some millipede.
Carboniferous period, around 300 million years ago. It could grow up to 8.5 feet long, making it the largest known land invertebrate. While it likely fed on decaying plant matter, its sheer size would have made it an intimidating presence. Arthroplura's massive, segmented body and numerous legs would have made it a formidable creature in the dense, swampy forests of its time. Andrew.
Oh god. Andrewsarchus. That's not.
Andrewsarchus was a large carnivorous.
What is this? That's like a saber-toothed dire wolf-looking creature. Andrewsarchus was not a wolf. It was closely related to hippos.
Mammal that lived during the late Eocene epoch, around 45 to 36 million years ago.
And this is another AI art wolf.
It had a massive skull and powerful jaws resembling a giant wolf with hooves.
A giant wolf with hooves. It looks more like a hippo to me.
Andrewsarchus is thought to have been a scavenger or predator, feeding on a variety of prey, including other mammals. Its fossils were first discovered in Mongolia, and its exact classification remains a topic of scientific debate.
It's closely related to hippos.
Andrewsarchus.
Wait. Let me read the captions. Arthropoda for Arthroplura. I kind of see why you can get that confused sometimes, but Andrewsarchus, really? Did you have to separate Andrew and Sarchus?
Sarchus's size and predatory capabilities made it a fearsome mammal in its ancient environment. These extinct animals were some of the most fearsome and formidable creatures to ever exist. Their immense size, strength, and predatory capabilities would have made them dangerous adversaries in any ecosystem, and we can be thankful they no longer pose a threat to modern life.
This is the end of video 1. Now we'll move on to video 2.
Hey guys, Zephyr Nature here. This
one is made by Zephyr Nature.
Long overdue video because a lot of you guys who have been commenting on my videos have been saying things that are nowhere near close to true. You guys are acting like Tyrannosaurus Rex is an overpowered animal, and you're acting as if it wasn't an animal. This is your friendly reminder that Tyrannosaurus Rex is not a god. It is just another animal, just like all other creatures on this planet.
At least he admits that it's an animal and not a bloodthirsty monster.
It has weaknesses and strengths, and there were lots of animals across time that are able to kill it. It is not something that's invincible and wins every fight that it ever comes across. That's not how it works. T-Rex is not a god. So anyway, let's continue with the video.
Also, did I forget to mention that the art had pterosaurs in the background that looked more like Pteranodon.
That's not how it works. T-Rex is not a god. So anyway, let's continue with the video. So this is top 10 creatures that could kill Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now keep in mind that for some of these, they don't have to eat it in order to kill it. It's just like for rank 10, just because it can kill T-Rex doesn't mean it's going to eat it. So here we go. Okay, so first let's get familiar with our creature here. So Tyrannosaurus Rex grew up to 40 feet long, sometimes a little bit larger, sometimes a little bit smaller, approximately 40 though. Had a PSI bite force of around 8,000.
5 miles per hour walking speed. This is unacceptable. It's 17 miles. Exactly, Ink. Exactly. 17 miles. I'm crediting you for this estimate. Yeah, I don't think T-Rex was the speed of a sauropod. So 8,000 psi.
psi. Some estimates have put it up to 12,000. It walked approximately 5 miles per hour, and if it went too much faster, it would have collapsed under its own weight.
What? If it walked faster, it would have collapsed in its own weight. Is this Brightside? This reminds me of Brightside when he said that Giga could fall if he ran over very fast speeds.
Certainly couldn't keep up high speeds for long. Some estimates put it up to 12 miles per hour when running. However, that is too fast, almost certainly, because it just wasn't built for speed.
It is built for speed. Actually, no, he's robustly built, but he's still fast. I mean, the T-Rex is still fast. Why do I keep saying he?
And it didn't need speed to catch its prey because it ate slow-moving things that would often stand their ground rather than running. So,
Excuse me.
5 miles per hour, and if it went too much faster, it would have collapsed under its own weight. It certainly couldn't keep up high speeds for long. Some estimates put it up to 12 miles per hour when running. However, that is too fast, almost certainly.
That is too fast.
Because it just wasn't built for speed. And it didn't need speed to catch its prey because it ate slow-moving things.
Slow-moving things. So you're saying Triceratops couldn't run speeds faster than the Rex?
That would often stand their ground rather than
At least he admits standing at their ground.
running. So T-Rex didn't need speed. But in all reality, a human could outrun a T-Rex.
Usain Bolt can outrun the T-Rex. Usain Bolt can outrun the Velociraptor too.
But you don't have to worry about a T-Rex killing you because you can simply outrun it. The other
No, you can't outrun the T-Rex. Except if you're Usain Bolt.
thing is that Tyrannosaurus Rex has extremely
And I don't think the T-Rex would care about you because the T-Rex knows that the T-Rex knows that you're too small for it to satisfy its hunger.
good vision. Some estimates have said that it is even better than an eagle's, and its smell is also extremely powerful. It had these really highly adapted senses for finding prey. You could smell its prey from really far away. And then, of course, it had its really large teeth for crushing prey and
Banana-shaped teeth, by the way.
breaking bones. And then the newest estimates have put it with 3 billion neurons in its brain.
How do you want to calculate neurons in a fossil? CT scans?
which is about equivalent to a baboon or chimpanzee, showing that it had about the intelligence of a 4-year-old human.
Well, you're telling me it had the intelligence of an ape. Newer research shows that the T-Rex wasn't as smart as we thought. Oh shit.
Which is believable because crows and ravens and magpies and some jays have an intelligence about as high as a 13-year-old human. So
just because birds have an intelligence comparable to 4-year-old humans doesn't mean that the T-Rex also did.
if birds can be extremely intelligent, so can reptiles. Okay.
I don't think so.
So now let's move on. Number 10. Titanoboa.
Oh god. Oh god. Titanoboa wasn't 50 feet long.
So
Titanoboa doesn't even have the advantage in the water. It weighs 1 ton. And it measures like 14 meters in length. This is utterly ridiculous.
So, Titanoboa grew up to 50 feet long for an adult female. Males were about half the size. So,
Excuse me, what?
Titanoboa. So, Titanoboa grew up to 50 feet long for an adult female.
What?
Males were about half the size. So,
Males were about half the size.
for this, we'll be using an adult female. And it had an equal bite force and constriction force of 400 psi, and it had
400 psi is still not enough to beat the T-Rex. And so is its weight.
had 3-inch long teeth used to grip its prey so that the prey could not get loose and escape. So, like I was saying before,
The T-Rex would also just throw the Titanoboa around, since it's so light.
Titanoboa would not be capable of swallowing a T-Rex, but it is certainly capable of crushing a T-Rex and killing it.
Titanoboa, like I said in the first video, wasn't able to do constriction.
So when Titanoboa feels threatened by large crocodiles, this exact image here from the documentary wasn't of it eating a crocodile.
The crocs in the Serre-Jean Formation were smaller than the Titanoboa, so it could just swallow a croc, not constrict it.
This is of it killing one that was trying to kill Titanoboa. So this exact crocodile was around, I think, 30 or 35 feet long.
I don't think there were 10-meter long crocs in the Serre-Jean Formation.
And attempting to kill Titanoboa, so Titanoboa wrapped around it and constricted it. And after it was done constricting it, it would just release its grip and then slither away. So if Titanoboa was in water,
Titanoboa wasn't able to constrict, like I said.
And T-Rex was swimming, it has the definite advantage because it can easily wrap around.
No, T-Rex would just stomp it. And T-Rex was smart enough to not swim in the water.
T-Rex much faster and much more easily than if it was on land. However, on land, Titanoboa could still curl around T-Rex's foot, go up the leg, and start constricting its rib cage. All it needs to do is get a grip over the ribs, and then it stops the heart. And
I don't think Titanoboa, even if Titanoboa was able to constrict, I don't think it would be able to crush its ribs.
stops blood flow to the brain through ischemia. So Titanoboa is certainly a worthy opponent for T-Rex and is capable of killing it.
No, it cannot. How many times do I have to say it?
However, Titanoboa could still be killed by a T-Rex if T-Rex lands a blow to the skull or bites it in half or something similar. So it's not like this is a 100% chance of killing a T-Rex.
Titanoboa gets negative difficulty killed by the T-Rex.
T-Rex still has a chance to fight back. Number 9 and 8. Utahraptor and Dakotaraptor.
Oh god, no. This is just bright side all over again. 20 feet long. Even Utahraptor wasn't that long. Utahraptor wasn't 6 meters, it was like 5.5 meters. Possible pack hunters. There is no evidence of pack hunting. They were solitary hunters. Solitary. Deadly teeth and claws? What do you mean, deadly? The T-Rex, Utahraptor and Dakotaraptor couldn't perform the disemboweling theory. Now it's just considered that the Utahraptor and the Dakotaraptor were able to do the RPR, aka raptor prey restraint, where the predator would just latch onto its prey item and sink in its sickle claws, making the creature, making the prey get exhausted quickly, and now it just eats it alive. 600 psi. So you're telling me this has more bite force than Titanoboa? Ran 40 miles per hour. Hell no. Could jump 20 feet vertically. Hell no.
So both of these were around 20 feet long and most likely pack hunters. We don't know for sure.
They are not 20 feet long.
But it's possible. And they killed with their deadly teeth and claws. So large toe claws for digging into their prey, slicing.
Digging in their prey, slicing. It cannot disembowel. Its toe claw wasn't sharp enough to slice.
Arteries and tearing things apart. However, it was assumed that Dakotaraptor actually killed mostly with its teeth rather than its toe claws. They have a 600 psi bite force approximately, and they could run up to 40 miles per hour.
40 miles per hour was just completely and utterly ridiculous.
Averaging around 30 at a constant rate, up to 40 at max. And they could jump 20 feet vertically through the air, possibly even.
So you're telling me that they can jump 6 meters into the air?
Higher. So easily capable of jumping onto a T-Rex and tearing it apart. And
No. The T-Rex would just stomp it. I mean, the Raptor coexisted with the Raptor coexisted with T-Rex, but wasn't able to take down a full adult T-Rex. It would most likely just aim for juveniles.
And certainly if they were pack hunters, that puts this at an advantage to killing T-Rex. And Dakota Raptor has a better chance at killing T-Rex than Utah Raptor.
Are you kidding me? It's lighter. It's smaller. Utah Raptor, 5.5 meters. Dakota Raptor, around 4.5, I think. Or 4.7, I don't know.
Because T-Rex and Dakota Raptor lived in...
And the Dakota Raptor was lighter and shorter. The Utah Raptor was 500 kilograms. Saurophargonex.
in the same area, so they were used to seeing each other, whereas Utah Raptor lived in a different area, and so they wouldn't have come into contact as often.
Utah Raptor lived in the... Hold up. Yeah, hold on. Utah Raptor lived in the Cedar Mountain Formation. Dakota Raptor lived in the Hell Creek with T-Rex.
At all. So they just weren't used to seeing each other. But anyway, definitely worthy opponents for T-Rex, especially if they hunted in packs. And
stop saying that they hunted in packs. It's been debunked multiple times.
Once again, T-Rex is capable of killing them, so it's not like a guaranteed chance they would win, but they're still capable of killing a T-Rex.
They're not capable.
Number 7. Sauropods.
Okay. Talk specific sauropods. Alamosaurus, that's acceptable. Diplodocus, no. Apatosaurus, I don't think so. Argentinosaurus, definitely yes. Amphicelius doesn't even exist. Brachiosaurus, yeah, Brachiosaurus, definitely yes. Supersaurus, among others. Largest species, 200. Hold on.
Various species of sauropods shown here is Diplodocus. So Alamosaurus,
Diplodocus cannot kill the T-Rex because its neck is in the bite range of the T-Rex.
Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, Argentinosaurus, Amphicelius, Brachiosaurus,
Amphicelius doesn't exist. Joke's on you.
Supersaurus, among others. Those are some of the notable large ones. Amphicelius gets up to 200 feet long. I think it was...
Amphicelius 200 feet long. Oh my gosh. Amphicelius doesn't even exist. It's the Troodon of sauropods. The longest sauropods were like 30 meters, I think. Oh, wait, no, that's shorter than Brachiosaurus. A bit long, yeah, a bit longer than the blue whale, but the blue whale just exceeds them in mass, with the largest being 200 tons.
Like 215 is the maximum estimate, and they could do some serious damage with
215 feet maximum estimate. Oh god.
their tail whips and serious damage with their kicks. Like you can see the toe claws on this Diplodocus here. Massive damage.
Tail whips, it would just damage itself. Killer kicks, it would just stomp, I guess. Huge size, yes.
Damage. These things are much larger than a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and a kick could do some serious damage, break bones, stuff like that. And then you have to take into account their huge size. They could literally just fall over on top of a T-Rex and kill it that way. And Alamosaurus lived at the same time and same place as T-Rex, and they did come into contact. And yes,
T-Rex, Alamosaurus lived in the Ojo-Alamo Formation, and the T-Rex did live there.
Alamosaurus would win the fights with T-Rex. Not always, but they certainly could just by throwing their weight around and crushing T-Rex. Number 6, Megalania.
Oh no. Of course it had to be Megalania. Even the comment over here says that the T-Rex was too large to be affected by Megalania's venom. T-Rex would still kill the... Oh, hello, rat. This is another friend, yes. T-Rex would still kill the Megalania.
Megalania grew up to 23 feet long.
Megalania wasn't that long, from what I remember.
And had one of the deadliest hemotoxins of all animals.
Have you heard about the poison dart frog?
Its venom was a quick-working anticoagulant.
We still don't know if Megalania had venom.
That would be an extremely fast-working death and would kill the prey relatively quickly. It was the largest venomous animal of all time and had
We still don't know if it had venom, like I said.
a large mouth with lots and lots of teeth.
Still would get crushed by the Rex.
So since it is extremely closely related to the Komodo dragon and lace monitor, it has the venom glands in the bottom jaw, and this venom, it was very similar, except it was even faster working than those. And when it bites something, it just has to wait several hours or so. Prey drops dead, depending on what it is. Sometimes it'd work faster in just a few minutes. Depends on how many bites it gets in and how much venom is injected. It was also extremely agile. It could run up to 30 miles per hour.
Very fast. 30 miles per hour. It was bigger than the Komodo dragon, meaning that it was slower than it.
Not just for short bursts, for quite a long time, which you may say isn't possible. However, if you look at modern Komodo dragons, they can do that too. They can run at their top speed for long distances while conserving energy and cooling off through their own convenient methods. So Megalania could do the same and run up to 30 miles per hour for long distances, as well as short bursts of speed even faster, and it had extreme agility. It could dodge attacks from T-Rex.
Dodge attacks from T-Rex.
Lunge out of the way, and then get a grip on the T-Rex's foot, allowing venom to be delivered. This
I think the T-Rex. I think the T-Rex's skin is too thick to be affected by the Megalania's anticoagulant glands or salivary glands.
Comment here from one of my videos. Nah, bro, a T-Rex was too large to be affected by Megalania's venom. Well, that is extremely false because
Excuse me. GQ Avion here is absolutely right.
while Megalania at maximum weighed around 4,000 pounds on average weight,
4,000 pounds. It would just get crushed. And Megalania wasn't even 4,000 pounds.
it only like 1,500. Tyrannosaurus Rex weighs up to 24,000 pounds approximately.
T-Rex weighs on average 9 tons.
At the absolute maximum, I think, was
Yeah, 8 to 9. Excuse me. Gotta credit ink here.
absolute there. Anyway, so there you have a ratio that is even at the minimum of Megalania at like 1,500 pounds or so.
Never let this guy cook with Megalania. Megalania doesn't belong here. Megalania versus a Rex is like a chameleon versus an alligator. The rat.
For an adult, and a T-Rex at 24,000. That's still relatively close considering that a king cobra can kill an elephant.
Excuse me. Did you just say a king cobra can kill an elephant?
And whereas the largest elephants weigh up to 7 tons, which is around 14,000 pounds.
7 tons? I mean, I think one of the largest elephants I saw was nicknamed Jerry, was like 5.5 tons.
And a king cobra weighs like 8 to 10, maybe 15 maximum. I don't know, they're lightweight.
8 to 10, 15 what?
Yeah, it's just remarkable how powerful a king cobra's venom is compared to the elephant that it can kill. So I think Megalania would have no problem killing a T-Rex, and I don't see why anyone thinks that other than this guy here thinks that T-Rex is a god, just like all of you guys who are commenting in the first place. That's why this video was made.
T-Rex isn't a god, but it can still stomp the Megalania. Oh my. This is even more ridiculous than that one video, like when they mentioned the inland taipan can kill a Rex.
Because people think T-Rex is a god, not just some killable creature. It is very killable. Number 5, Deinosuchus.
Deinosuchus. It can kill the T-Rex. Deinosuchus can kill the T-Rex because it has a stronger bite force.
Deinosuchus
8 tons of bite force compared to the T-Rex, which has like 5-ton bite force.
was the second largest crocodile of all time. Purosaurus got larger, however.
We still don't know who is larger between Purosaurus and Deinosuchus.
They were both about the exact same length. It was just that Purosaurus had a thicker head and, larger head and thicker neck, which resulted in more weight on it. However, Deinosuchus and Purosaurus were both around 40 feet long. Now, Deinosuchus
40 feet long?
would kill by doing a death roll, like modern.
I don't think Deinosuchus was capable of doing a death roll, was it? Oh wait, it can. Dinosuchus can do a death roll. Sarcosuchus cannot. Because it's not a crocodilian, it's a crocodiliform.
Modern crocodiles. It lunges out of the water, grabs its prey by the leg or body, pulls it into the water, drowns it, and then rips it apart. Or just rips it apart while it's still living before it drowns.
It would just grab the T-Rex in the water and just drown it.
So, grabbing a T-Rex by the foot, breaking all the bones with its 23,000 psi bite force.
Goofy looking alligator that explodes.
Pulling it into the water and drowning it, or just ripping its legs off and proceeding to
Wait, no, that's a croc. That's not an alligator.
Tear it to pieces. Dinosuchus is shown here with an Albertosaurus that it's about to kill. And from the
That's Albertosaurus.
picture, you can tell even if it doesn't grab the Albertosaurus is falling over backwards to the side, and that makes it an easy target for Dinosuchus.
Albertosaurus can still get back on its own, even in that posture.
Dinosuchus specializes in killing large dinosaurs, so a Tyrannosaurus Rex would be no
Is this a PowerPoint presentation or something? I think so.
problem whatsoever. And you can see how Nile crocodiles can take out water buffalo, well, and by that I mean Cape buffalo, and lions, and all sorts of other animals. These crocodiles are known for taking out prey that is larger than them and ripping it to pieces since they can't chew.
Now crocodiles still can't kill a hippo.
So Dinosuchus would have no problem taking out a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Number 4, Quetzalcoatl.
Oh hey now! We just had a correct one here. Now you're showing Quetzalcoatlus. My God.
This is yet another one that you guys say would not be possible to kill a T-Rex. Okay, so
Because they're actually correct, unlike you, was biased. They just won in prehistoric planet because there was two of them and they were intimidating them.
let's talk about Quetzalcoatl.
If one bite on the neck, it's over for the Quetzal. But if the Quetzal manages to get around and stabs it on the neck,
Atlas here. 40-foot wingspan.
absolutely not.
20 feet tall. 7.
Absolutely not. 20 feet tall? 6 meters tall? Are you kidding me? That's worse than the Truden being 3 meters tall.
7-foot long beak with a 12-foot total
Also, Truden doesn't exist, by the way.
head length. And the
7-foot long beak, 12-foot total head length.
extreme speed of it. It was literally like a giraffe on the ground with its tall neck running around on all fours at 40 miles per hour.
It could run at 40 miles per hour. It would just break its forelimbs. On land, yes. 100 miles per hour in the air. That's like saying Pteranodon was able to fly at Mach 1 or Mach 2. Computing races or something.
And then speeding around through the air at 100 miles per hour when in the right gusts of wind. So this thing was extremely fast. It could run down its prey and stab it and kill it and eat it and just hoard off. Like, it was just this huge creature. Like, if any creatures were eating from carcasses, Quetzalcoatlus could just show up, spread its wings and screech, or just flap its wings around, stand on its back legs, and it would scare everything away. Even a T-Rex.
Quetzalcoatlus would just impale baby dinosaurs and fish.
Wouldn't stand its ground against a Quetzalcoatlus that was spreading its wings.
Even a T-Rex wasn't. Wait.
Off, like, it was just this huge creature. Like, if any creatures were eating from carcasses, Quetzalcoatlus could just show up, spread its wings and screech, or just flap its wings around, stand on its back legs, and it would scare everything away. Even a T-Rex wouldn't stand its ground against a Quetzalcoatlus that was spreading its wings to look bigger.
This is so stupid.
And that's how it works with modern animals. The bigger the animal looks, the more likely the other animals are to leave it alone. So animals will puff themselves up or whatever.
So you're telling me that ankylosaurs run away from a T-Rex just because they're taller, longer, and have more mass?
To appear larger to scare off their predators or potential competitors. So Quetzalcoatlus could easily scare off other smaller dinosaurs, and by that I mean dinosaurs smaller than it. It's not a dinosaur. Quetzalcoatlus isn't a dinosaur. So it could
At least you acknowledge it's not a dinosaur.
scare off smaller dinosaurs and larger dinosaurs. Easily scare off other smaller dinosaurs, and by that I mean dinosaurs smaller than it. It's not a dinosaur. Quetzalcoatlus isn't a dinosaur. So it could scare off smaller dinosaurs and larger dinosaurs.
You mean it could take down it could just scare off something like Alamosaurus?
Depending on what was in the area at the time. And Quetzalcoatlus killed its.
It would just leave something alone. Like, if there is an Edmontosaurus, it will leave it alone. There's a Triceratops, it'll leave it alone.
Prey by impaling it like a heron. So this thing would regularly take out small dinosaurs and eat carcasses that it could fit down its neck when it swallows it. However, Quetzalcoatlus was also large enough, and with its 12-foot long head, was easily able to stab its beak all the way through a large dinosaur and kill it. People.
So you're telling me that its beak can. So you're telling me that its beak is a spike.
Say, and I quote, its beak would shatter into a million pieces if it stabbed a T-Rex, but no, it would not.
Yes. Well, kinda. The T-Rex would just grab it by the neck.
You guys clearly did not know how beaks work.
You clearly did not understand how bite force works.
A heron has a beak nearly identical to a Quetzalcoatlus.
Excuse me. Absolutely not.
And yes, they are both hollow, and the heron can easily impale a fish going all the way through its body. There's images out.
That's just a fish. Quetzalcoatlus also will likely prey on fish. And the Quetzalcoatlus, it was only 250 kilograms for the largest species, T. norforpi.
Out there in Google of herons impaling like snakeheads and gar and all sorts of these armored fish that are like larger than the heron's head, and the beak is going all the way through this fish's side.
That's just a hare. That's just an avian dinosaur fighting. Wait, no, not fighting. Just patiently stalking its main source of food. Quetzalcoatlus' main source of food was juvenile dinosaurs and fish.
So through the scales, through the backbone, and through the other side, through the other scales, and out. So Quetzalcoatlus would have no trouble stabbing into a T-Rex, causing massive wounds. And if it were to peck it in the eye, peck it in the skull somewhere, peck it directly from above, because you have to remember T-Rex is only 13 feet tall. So Quetzalcoatlus has an easy advantage over it there.
Gotta be kidding me.
So
30 feet tall? Wait.
The other side, through the other scales, and out. So Quetzalcoatlus would have no trouble stabbing into a T-Rex, causing massive wounds. And if it were to peck it in the eye, peck it in the skull somewhere, peck it directly from above, because you have to remember T-Rex is only 13 feet tall. So
13.
Quetzalcoatlus has an easy advantage over it there. So all it needs is one good hit into the T-Rex, or it could even get several, and that would result in T-Rex having a massive wound and could bleed to death or just be too injured from getting its organs punctured. So that would not be good. And with this one, T-Rex could easily kill a Quetzalcoatlus. I'm not saying Quetzalcoatlus wins 100% of the time, because it would not.
T-Rex wins no difficulty.
T-Rex just needs one good chomp on Quetzalcoatlus and Quetz is dead. However, Quetzalcoatlus could easily take out a T-Rex in the same manner, a single stab, and T-Rex is dead. So it could go either way. And to keep it realistic, they aren't even going to fight in real life, because predators don't do that. They would rather avoid competition because they know that one of them could die in a fight, so they don't risk it.
Are you
They stay away
kidding me?
from each other.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Unless they absolutely have to fight over a carcass because there's no other food available. They just wouldn't fight each other. That's how it is for
This is just prehistoric Planet Season 2 all over again.
all of these, except for some like Deinosuchus who want to kill the T-Rex to eat it.
Deinosuchus is the only one on the sauropods, and Deinosuchus are the only ones here that can kill the T-Rex. The rest is just ridiculous.
Number 3, Paleophis.
What? I'm dying. I'm completely, utterly shocked right now. As if Titanoboa wasn't enough, Paleophis.
Now, I bet not a single one of you has heard of this snake. I mean, I wouldn't bet money on that because
I did.
maybe someone has. But anyway, this is an extremely unheard of snake, which is kind of sad because it's really cool. It is the second largest snake of all time, even larger
Second largest snake of all time. Have you not heard about Gigantophis?
than Gigantophis.
Okay, he has heard about Gigantophis, but he still says that the Paleophis is larger than the Gigantophis. That is utterly false. Paleophis may have been the longest a sea snake, but definitely not longer than Gigantophis.
And just a little bit smaller than Titanoboa, 10 feet smaller. It is the longest
So you're telling me Titanoboa was 50 feet long, that this thing is 40 feet long.
Biggest venomous animal of all time, but not the largest because Megalania weighed more. However, it isn't confirmed if it's venomous, but it's extremely likely, like we definitely should assume it was based on the fact that it was a sea snake. So this one lived in Africa, in Mali, and so this is a very large snake, most likely venomous, almost guaranteed venomous because it's a sea snake, and the reason sea snakes are venomous in the first place is so that when they bite something, the food dies before it can get away, because if they just bite a fish and it swims off, they'll never find it again.
That's the whole purpose of venom in carnivorous animals. To just use it to hunt, but also to defend themselves.
And that's why they're venomous, so that they can make sure they don't lose the prey item that they've attacked. So this one would have a neurotoxin since it's an elapid, and the neurotoxin would cause respiratory failure and death. And so with knowledge of modern sea snakes, the venom would be fast working, would kill in 30 minutes or less, sometimes more though, unless drowning occurs faster. So
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
this is a fast-working venom of the snake because it's a sea snake. Sea snakes all have really fast-working, extremely deadly venom. So the thing is that this would easily bite a swimming T-Rex, and T-Rex would stand no chance. However, I should mention that this one is unlikely to, because it's not going to eat the T-Rex, and T-Rex isn't going to eat it because it's like a T-Rex that's swimming across a river or something, or an ocean, isn't going to bother diving down to find this snake. So they're not going to attack each other. But if Paleophis did, its venom would guaranteed kill the T-Rex.
No, the Paleophis would just die from the T-Rex.
Number 2. Modern venomous snakes.
This is just worse than that one video with the inland taipan beating T-Rex comments.
So this one is funny. The only modern animal that can actually...
Hold up. Inland taipan. I freaking know it! Eastern brown snake, king cobra, black mamba, Belgian sea snake, kraits, fer de lance, bushmaster, death adder, gaboon viper, Brussels viper, saltskate viper. Are you kidding me?
take out a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
This is making me brain my rot.
Is modern venomous snakes. An elephant would have a chance, but that's only the very largest bull elephant with tusks. Other than that, T-Rex has no competitors. Some people would say poison dart frog. Well, that's not how it works. Poison dart frogs only kill if the venom goes into a cut or a scrape, or it gets swallowed, or just in the mouth. You know what I mean. So that's not how it works. You can't, like, I know someone who just goes out and catches poison dart frogs with their bare hands because it won't kill you unless you're bleeding or have a scrape or something where the poison could get into your bloodstream. But if you don't have them, you can just go and touch a poison dart frog in the wild. It works that way. Anyway, so some of the venomous snakes here: inland taipan, eastern brown snake, king cobra, black mamba, Belcher sea snake, kraits, fer-de-lance, bushmaster, death adder, gaboon viper.
Did you just say fer-de-lance? Mister, it's pronounced fer de lance.
Russell's viper, saw-scaled viper, and a lot more. And the picture here is just showing a few of the most...
All of these snakes mentioned cannot kill the T-Rex.
Venomous snakes. Just a few. There's a lot more that are also extremely dangerous that are not on here. But this is the majority of the extremely dangerous ones. Anyway, fastest killing snake, 20 minutes, black mamba. Almost all the others is around 30. I would say the boomslang, and it is in the image. However, the boomslang takes approximately 48 hours to kill you, and you bleed to death out of every cut and scrape you ever had, every opening you have, your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your private parts, and
Private parts.
but anyway, everything just reopens and you bleed everywhere until you die from blood loss. It's a very brutal way to go. However, that one, while it could kill a T-Rex, it's going to be a much slower death. So the thing here is that the T-Rex isn't even going to find these snakes and be able to eat them or step on them or whatever. It's just going to be like T-Rex steps too close to one, bites on the foot, and then T-Rex keeps going about its day until it drops dead like an hour or so later. So anyway,
Also, you misspelled hemotoxins.
and once again, King Cobra can take out an elephant, and sea snakes, a single drop can kill 10 people, and inland taipan, a single drop can kill 100 people. So keep that in mind. A T-Rex only weighs as much as about like 180 people. So an inland, 2 drops of an inland taipan's venom is enough to kill a human. But I mean, 2 drops is enough to kill a T-Rex, but it's not going to be injecting 2 drops. It's going to be shooting its entire venom sac in there. To dispose of the threat. So, yeah. T-Rex is a goner.
T-Rex is a goner.
Now, elapids have neurotoxins and vipers have hemotoxins, so that's a differentiation there. However, cobras also have hemotoxin in their venom as well as neurotoxin, and there are some other exceptions. The largest venomous snake is the king cobra, growing up to 18 feet long maximum. And I should also mention that venomous snakes are a guaranteed kill on T-Rex. Now, T-Rex is possibly able to step on the snake and kill it, but
guaranteed.
Other than that, snake is a guaranteed kill on the T-Rex. All it has to do is bite it. T-Rex dies eventually. And number 1.
Finally, we're out of this freaking venomous snake.
Now, you'll be disappointed because I gotta say, Megalodon and Leviathan are both not on this list because they're extremely unlikely to come into contact with T-Rex. So even though
if a T-Rex tries to swim to another continent, if T-Rex was to raft to a different continent, if T-Rex was still alive in the period of at the time of the Megalodon and Leviathan would just kill it. If it were rafting.
yes, they could easily destroy a T-Rex. They're not here because most of these others would either come into contact with T-Rex or they're just a more likely fight, like Megalodon.
Come into contact with T-Rex. You said Utahraptor didn't coexist with a T-Rex. Titanoboa didn't coexist with the T-Rex. Most of the sauropods you mentioned didn't coexist with the T-Rex. Megalania didn't coexist. Deinosuchus didn't. Quetzalcoatlus did. Paleophis didn't. And the venomous snakes, no.
And Leviathan just aren't likely to even, yeah, it just wouldn't happen, and they're not.
Leviathan can still kill the T-Rex.
Yeah, it just is weird.
So does Megalodon.
Yeah. Anyway, number 1, Mosasaurus.
Oh, it's Jiku Avion. He's back. Jiku Avion. Mosasaurus can't. The Tylosaurus can, though, I think. Yeah.
So this one, does come into contact with T-Rex. Mosasaurus and T-Rex lived at the same time in the same place, and they would have come into contact.
Western Interior Seaway.
Now, this comment here, I revealed the full comment. Nah, bro, a T-Rex was too large to be affected by Megalania's venom, and a fully grown T-Rex would be more than capable of fending off a fully grown Mosasaurus.
A fully grown T-Rex would be more capable of fending of a fully...
That right there is hilarious. Once again, this guy's assuming that
Once again, you are hilarious.
T-Rex is a god. Not true. Mosasaurus, at up to 20 feet longer than T-Rex, is a guaranteed kill on T-Rex. Again, this guy's assuming that T-Rex is a god. Not true. Mosasaurus, at up to 20 Megalania's venom, and a fully grown T-Rex would be more than capable of fending off a fully grown Mosasaurus. That right there is hilarious. Once again,
that right there is hilarious.
Again, this guy's assuming that T-Rex is a god. Not.
He's not assuming that T-Rex is a god. He's just spitting out facts.
True. Mosasaurus, at up to 20 feet longer than T-Rex, is a guaranteed kill on T-Rex. Mosasaurus had its large teeth,
60 feet long? Nuh-uh.
approximately 6 foot head, approximately 6 foot long head. So it's massive. It was a humongous creature. It swam at bursts of 30 miles per hour at its top speed, so it can easily maneuver around, whereas T-Rex would have been swimming like 2 miles per hour, maybe even less. So Mosasaurus has it beat there. There's a 0% chance Tyrannosaurus Rex would survive an attack by a
0% chance of T-Rex survival. Mosasaurus survives 100% of the time. Heck nah. Nah. This is totally false.
Mosasaurus, and there's a 100% chance Mosasaurus would survive every attempt it does to attack a T-Rex.
Excuse me, it's not like the T-Rex can bite it with its head underwater.
So I don't understand this guy here commenting this, because all Mosasaurus has to do is grab T-Rex by the foot, pull it under, drown it, tear it apart, whatever. Mosasaurus would
Tear apart. This guy thinks Mosasaurus is a monster.
was easily able to destroy a T-Rex. And considering how the Western Interior Seaway was only like 160 to 190 feet at the deepest depth, Mosasaurus would be able to see T-Rex from the very bottom, so it sees anything swimming around on the surface, Mosasaurus could go for it and kill it. And T-Rex did have to swim across sometimes to go from place to place. So this is a confrontation that could actually happen. So that's why this is number one, is because this one can easily kill a T-Rex without being injured itself, and because it actually happened.
Mosasaurus would still be injured even though it would kill... I mean, it can drown the T-Rex, but it would still be injured.
Mosasaurus would decimate a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
False. Well, I mean, it can, but it would still get injured.
Mosasaurus is the undisputed king of the Cretaceous world.
Undisputed king of the Cretaceous world. Alamosaurus crying in the corner. Argentinosaurus, Brufkayasaurus, Marapunisaurus. All of these that I mentioned are larger than the Mosasaurus. Mosasaurus is like, what is it, like 15 tons? For Mosasaurus hoffmanni is 15 tons. So it's still way lighter than something like a sauropod.
That's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these 10 creatures that can easily wipe a T-Rex from existence.
I hope you enjoyed these 10 creatures that can wipe a T-Rex out of existence.
Just always remember that T-Rex is not a god. It is just an animal.
This is hot garbage.
Just like all the other creatures that have ever existed, T-Rex is not immortal, and many things can
So are the other animals you've mentioned.
kill it. So can disease. So can natural disasters. Stuff like that. It's just T-Rex is not an unkillable beast. It is just an animal. Keep that in mind, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Well, those were the 2 videos that we've watched. What a hot mess indeed. The Wandering Wisdoms video was kinda, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. But Zephyr's nature one was absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. See y'all guys next time.